I still can't quite carry everything, apparently. Well, it shouldn't be a problem, because Snickers can just read the book, and hopefully that will take him out of here. If not... Whoa! That didn't take him anywhere. What's this? Oh, I get it. We can clear away our perks here so that our character can respec, sort of. Clear, restoration, alteration perks. You can clear all your perks and presumably reinvest them. I think I've more or less got the perks that I want for Sneakers. I just haven't quite decided what to do with the rest of my perks. Also, what was the name of this black book? It was, oh, now Snickers can use it and go to Solstheim. Does Snickers still have the book? Winds of Change. Waking Dreams, isn't that the one? So Snickers can go back here and if he is really tempted to use of Hermias Mora's knowledge, he can do that later. But he's not very happy with Hermias Mora, to be quite frank. I mean, that bastard killed poor Storn, yes? So Snickers is just gonna head right out of here. And on his way back home, he thinks about Stalrim, a form of enchanted ice as hard as stone that the ancient Nords of Solstheim used to seal their tombs with. And the Skull are the only ones who know the secret of crafting armor and weapons out of Stalrim. Snickers has one or two Stalrim weapons that he has found. They must have been forged by the Skull, then, presumably. Right, so here we are back in the village. Hi, Serana.
I can feel it.
Oh.
The tree stone is free again. The oneness of the land is restored.
Hi there, Freya.
Does that mean... is it over? Is Miraak defeated?
Aye. Snickers did kill Miraak, but Hermias Mora is still out there.
It was Miraak who threatened Solstheim. With him gone, Herma Mora has been foiled once again. Tell me though, my father's death, was it necessary? Was there no other way to destroy Miraak?
Well, it is very unlikely Hermias Mora would have helped Snickers without Storm's sacrifice, at least. Whether there was some other way, if there was, then Snickers did not know it, and Storm did not know it, so... yeah. Snickers does not know whether he could have defeated Miraak without Storm's help, but he knows of no other way that he could have done it. He certainly knows Hermias Mora wouldn't have helped otherwise.
Yes, his help which did not require him to kill my father. Such is the way of Herma Mora, the eternal enemy of the Skull.
True. He is no friend
One
to
more thing,
Snickers.
Skull friend, if you will.
Absolutely.
I know it is not my place, but may I offer a word of advice? Of warning?
Sure. What? Oh, cool, I even got sure. What is it?
As shaman of the Skull, I am charged with the spiritual well-being of my people. While you are not of the Skull, you are Skull friend, and so I give you this warning. Herma Mora forced you to serve him in order to defeat Miraak. Do not let him lure you further down that path. The All-Maker made you Dragonborn for a higher purpose. Do not forget that. Walk with the All-Maker, Skull friend.
Thank you, Freya. Snickers will do his best. Snickers is definitely going to do his best. He must admit he has been pulled into the schemes of the Daedra rather more than he kind of likes to think about. He has had dealings with the Daedra, he's been summoning Frost, Atronachs and whatnot. In fact, his conjuration skill is increased quite a lot. But he's going to try and avoid that path if he can. Which means, I suppose, no conjuration perks. For example, I still think conjuration is useful for the even without perks, those Atronachs are useful. And I don't really know what to spend the rest of the perks on. Maybe... well, regenerating magic of Foster is darned useful. I think I want that. Just hope it works. If it doesn't now, I can actually get rid of, I think, perks and respec. Anyway, I think this is more than enough. This has been a long video, but a lot happened. You got we got the climax of the Dragonborn, or the Mirak quest, I suppose. Doesn't look like there's anything else to do with Hermaeus Mora so far, but certainly Snickers is very worried about that. Funnily though, it seems the real climax of this quest actually... yeah, you know what? I don't think we've seen the climax of the quest in this video. I think... ooh, look at that, by the way, just beautiful in the sky. I think the climax in this quest for me was actually Storm talking to Hermaeus Mora, and I don't know what really happened there. He either refused to give up his secrets and instead gave up his life or something, or he just, Hermaeus Mora just took it anyway. I don't know, but that was unexpected. That was tragic and shocking, and the Mirak thing just... yeah, so Mirak thought he could you know, claim Sneakers' soul as well and use that to get back to Solstheim. Was, well, it was kind of, wasn't that much, well, it was a boss battle, but it wasn't even that tough, was it? Although, well, no, it wasn't really. So I won't say that was an anticlimax. Certainly the dragon riding was a little bit of an anticlimax for me. It wasn't, well, actually it's not true. I'd read reviews saying that the dragon riding is nothing to write home about, and I'd basically agree. I suppose a destruction specialist might have fun with that, riding around and casting fireballs and stuff from the air. But if you can't use, I mean, for Sneakers, if you can't use your weapons, your arrows, you can't use your melee weapons, you can't use your defensive spells. The only thing he could use really that he's any good at was like fear. So that wasn't really much to write home about. Perhaps the thing that was a little bit disappointing was the camera movement. We couldn't like switch into first person mode and sort of really look down from right to top the dragon's body. Essentially, I was a bit disappointed, I think, that you could only see Sneakers on the dragon from such a big distance. I would have wanted at least a closer look than what I could get, or barring, or you know, better that a first person look, but at least, you know, a slightly closer look, because the camera was just really far away from the dragon, which took a little bit of the wow out of it, I think. Plus it's no good to Sneakers because he's no good at destruction magic. really. I suppose... I mean, he could have cast Calm, I suppose. But... that's probably not going to stop the dragon from attacking things, so... it's not much of a help, really. So it's not really... But then that's always... Sneaker's never been interesting in riding because he's such a stealthy type. He hasn't really been riding horses either, so riding dragons... No, it's just not his style. I mean, who ever heard of a cat riding? Yeah? So, cats fighting snakes, that's a whole different thing, and that Snake is pretty good at.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, well, nothing actually. I just think... Snickers was just being talkative. Nothing really said on that. Snickers just thinking about all the stuff that's happened. And, yeah, meditating a bit. What he ought to do is probably get some rest, because it's late night, soon going to be middle morning. And then, come morning, he'll probably think of something fresh to do, but right now he's really tired. So let's just get some rest around that. Snickers knows... Well, you don't really rest much at night, so maybe you can keep watch, and then Snickers can get some rest. Somewhere. And... next morning is going to be for next video. This has been a very long video already. I might even split it up into several episodes actually, just because I don't personally like very long episodes. But if you've been watching so far, thank you very much for your patience. I don't feel quite finished with Solstheim yet. Far from it. I mean, for one thing, I'd be interested to know if there's something more to do with the Mias Mora, and certainly there's more to do on the island. Just taking care of Mirak seemed to be the most pressing concern, seeing as he's sort of threatening everyone with basically being permanently possessed by Mirak. But we've got lots of other stuff to do. We could look for Stalin. I don't think that really interests Snickers that much, because he can make like dragons. Well, he can't make it personally, but he's not much of a smith really. Black books. Well, again, Snickers doesn't really... not sure about getting into all those black books and the Mias Mora stuff. I think what he'd want to do is go down to Tel Mithrin nevertheless, perhaps, and talk to that Telvanni, was it Neloth? But he's going to sleep on it, and it's going to be for another video. So until then, thanks for your patience, go in peace, and live, let live.